Hello everyone, how's it going? This is kind of be a shorter kind of video, but I kind of just want to address that I think Microsoft is truly cooked, at least Microsoft Gaming, when it comes to this stuff. So Microsoft CEO agrees Xbox competition isn't other gaming platforms, it's TikTok. Now, like, if you're a gamer, this should make you venomously angry, but I get where he's coming from. This is the CEO of Microsoft. Like, yeah, TikTok is a huge platform. It has a lot of visitors, but that's also because of brain rot. It comes from just oversaturating the market with just easily digestible videos, which just trigger those neurons. It's just basic. There's a whole psychological study about this, but basically it's just to encourage people to keep swiping. But here's the thing, if you make a good game, people will come. We've seen that with Battlefield 6 and other incredible titles. You make a good game, people will buy it. But unfortunately, they've been doing a lot of horrible stuff. Like, for example, more than 60% of gamers only buy around 2 games per year. And the thing is that it's because of the price increases. Like, Xbox is the most expensive platform there is, and Nintendo isn't any cheaper. They used to be the most affordable option, but everything has just been priced out at people. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I would save $1 a day, and I would save up for months ahead, sometimes years, in order to get a game. I would have a calendar, and I would mark it. Jak 2 comes out this day, Devil May Cry 3 comes out this day, so I would make sure to have enough money. And back then, games would cost around $40 to $60. Now they're up to $80. Granted, you have to take into consideration inflation, but regardless, I feel like games were more affordable back then because just the dollar went further and it was a lot easier to earn that money as opposed to today. And nowadays it's just becoming increasingly more difficult, and not to mention Microsoft's absurd 30% margin because of the Activision Blizzard purchase, which was the worst decision you could possibly make because it basically got the eye of Sauron, which is Microsoft, looking at them and saying, hey, you got to make this work now. And they came in and now they want this stuff. And it doesn't help that Xbox sales have been literally, no, I don't want that, have been dropping and continue to tank because there's no reason to have an Xbox. It's the most expensive platform there is. PC does it better, and they release their games on PC day one. So owning an Xbox is completely unnecessary. On top of everything, it's just like the next console isn't going to be even an Xbox according to reports. It's just going to be a PC hybrid with an Xbox logo like the ROG Ally, which, from what I've seen from reviews, people hate this thing. Like, it's powerful and looks cool, well built, but they're like, hey, almost everyone's uninstalling Windows off this thing to put Linux and all that other stuff on it. And I'm just like thinking, why would you pay $1,000 for this just to get an Xbox logo on it when you can get a Steam Deck, which does everything that does, even better? Like, I feel like this Valve is literally winning by doing nothing, and they're literally just trying to compete with Steam, which they're going to fail. Like, every company has tried to compete with Steam. EA, Ubisoft, Epic Games, Microsoft tried to compete with them once with Windows Gaming, and that failed so freaking hard. So they're literally repeating the same mistakes. They're repeating the mistakes of the Xbox One. They're repeating the same mistakes of Windows Gaming. I don't get where they're coming with this idea like they can compete with Valve. Valve literally does nothing and they win because their service is superior, not to mention the sunk cost fallacy. Like, so many people already use Steam. They have their games there. Why in the hell would they switch platforms? Like, it's just like, I have all my games here. Why would I go to another inferior platform? Even with Epic Games, where they give free games away almost every week, you're just like, I get the free game, then I leave. And I doubt anyone even plays it on Epic Games Store. They just get it until eventually it's just not worth logging in anymore. But I think the nail in the coffin is right here. Now, this seems innocuous. Like, it's just an ad. You can see right here, labeled ad. This came out on October 23rd. But I think the real problem with this is this right here. Accounts Xbox Game Pass mentioned can reply. Now, that's very alarming. This is an ad, which you would expect that they would want as many people to reply as possible to show, oh, this is a great service, this is great, we want more like this. It's not. Like, if you go on the YouTube video, it's even worse, but I really want to highlight this. This is not some, like, a Temu scam or dropshipping scam or an OnlyFans scam where they would literally lock down the replies just to make sure no one can warn them about it. But this is a huge, notorious, well-known company locking down the replies on an ad that they're paying for on Twitter. And I'm guessing they're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for this ad to make sure it gets to as many people as possible. But, like, this is a little, like, maybe it's just me, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, you're paying for an ad space where no one can literally reply because you're afraid that it's going to get more people aware of the issues of this service, and not buy into it. It's $30 a month, over $360 a year with taxes. That's in the United States. In Brazil, it's way more expensive, and I'm pretty sure in other regions that I'm not aware of, it's even more expensive there. Regardless, it just shows that they're aware that they've basically dug their own hole and they're slowly crawling into it. Like, it's their fault. Like, you should have known better. You're a huge company. You should have seen this coming. And I feel like anyone with common sense would have told you, do not buy Activision Blizzard. Focus on the studios you have right now. Focus on the IPs you have right now. We have a collection and treasure trove of IPs like Banjo-Kazooie, Halo, Call of Duty. They have Call of Duty, but you get what I'm saying. Like Halo, Gears of War. Focus on the IPs that people want. They didn't do that. They started to get really greedy, and now they're literally repeating the same mistakes they've done before. Windows Gaming failed. Xbox One, they completely took a 360 on that and then tried to put focus more on gamers, and then that failed because now they're focusing more on the same things that dug them the first hole, and now they're going back into it. Either way, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. Like, I genuinely don't know. Like, maybe it's something I'm not seeing. They have the insider knowledge. They probably have reports and everything about this. But when even public reports are saying stuff like this, I don't know. Like, I can only imagine that it's worse internally. Like, at this point, they're just going to be like, drop the hammer down, go full Sega, just go third party. But in Sega's case, they actually listen to their fans. They give them what they want. In this case, they're not giving anyone what they want. They're giving us just garbage. I mean, Ninja Gaiden 4 was awesome. I loved that game, but at the same time, it's not performing well. It got like around 10,000 players, which is not good for a big AAA game. It's kind of really abysmal. And the Outer Worlds 2 apparently is doing worse than Avowed, which is another issue, which can lean into the whole idea of people just not buying their games, and they're just sick of Xbox right now with their Game Pass service. Because, like, imagine if you're a kid, a teenager, and yeah, you don't have a lot of disposable income. How are you going to convince your parents to say, yeah, $360 a year is a good price? Like, I had to literally hardcore convince my parents when I wanted Xbox Live. They're like, okay, you can get this, but you have to, like, do extra chores. You have to keep your grades high. If not, we're not going to pay for this anymore. Same situation here. It's just like, it's just really, really confusing. Like, if anyone knows something that I don't, I'd love to hear it in the comments below, but I feel like this right here just summarizes how bad in a place they are right now. And I can only imagine by next year, they're probably going to be like, okay, something's got to change, and they're just going to either double prices again, like it's probably going to be like $40 a year. It wouldn't be absurd if they do that again, because I feel like if you're willing to pay $30 a month for this service, they're going to squeeze as much money as they can from the rest of the people who are still subscribed to this service. Like, I feel like that's what's going to happen. It's the same thing that happens with free-to-play games like Diablo Immortal. They realize that people still playing are willing to spend thousands of dollars on this game, so might as well just increase and jack up the prices. What are they going to do? Say the sunk cost fallacy? I've already put so much money into this, I might as well just keep paying. That's the worst case scenario, but at this point, it feels like we are living in Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, they went full Arasaka at this point. I mean, look at the way Windows 11 is being dished out, the biggest eco-waste disaster of all time. You don't have enough, your computer is not that old, oh, you can't install Windows 11. I don't know. That's it from me. Tell me what you think in the comments below. What the fuck, man?